Can you see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So in our last class, we are discussing about this release, right? We are discussing about the release of purchase order. Okay. So today we'll be doing what is called the release procedure with classification. Okay. So release procedure with classification. Okay. So what is a release procedure? Okay, let us have a note on this first. Release procedure is this size also. Okay. A release procedure with classification. A release procedure with classification can be defined for internal documents like purchase requisition, okay. A release procedure with classification can be defined for internal document like purchase requisition, okay, and external documents. Remember, without classification, only for PR. For PR, you can use without classification, with classification. But PO and all other related purchasing documents will always be with classification. So a release procedure with classification can be defined for internal documents like purchase requisition and external documents like purchase orders, then RFQs, request for quotations, contracts, and scheduling agreements. Okay, you need to define both CHA characteristics. You need to define both characteristics and classes for release procedure with classification. So In a release procedure with classification, one can define with classification can be defined for internal documents like purchase requisition and external documents like purchase order, request for quotations, contracts, scheduling agreements. You need to define both characteristics and classes for release procedure with classification. So, a release procedure with classification can be defined for internal documents. You need to define both characteristics and classes. For release procedure with classification. Okay. Next point is for configuration. For configuration. For configuration. For configuration of release strategy. For configuration of release strategy with classification. With classification. We need to define the combination define the combination of parameters that will trigger the release. Okay, we need to configure the release strategy with classification. We need to define the combination of parameters that will trigger the release. PO triggering criteria are document type, plant, then purchasing organization, along with value depending on the number of release codes. Number of release codes mean number of persons will be giving the approval. Number of release codes assigned when the document is created in the system. Document is created in the system. Okay, so for configuration of release strategy with classification, we need to define combination of parameters. There are combined parameters that will trigger the release of PO. Full stop. PO triggering criteria are document type, plant, purchasing organization, along with the value depending on the number of release codes. Release codes are the number of individuals assigned with the document, assigned when the document is created in the system. So these parameters needs to be fulfilled. On then only it will trigger. Now let us configure and create the characteristics. So now create characteristics. Create characteristics for PO release procedure. PO release procedure. We'll be creating the characteristics first for the PO release procedure. How to do it? The path is SPRO, material management, in purchasing, then purchase order, in release procedure, for PO, and then edit characteristics. Edit characteristics. This is the path. Characteristics. So this part needs to be followed. Format cells, wrap text. Okay. SPRO, material management. Okay, let me check in the system once again. Let's go to the system, log in. S21. So let us come to the configuration part. SPRO. Reference IMG, you go to material management, then you go to purchasing, and then you go to purchase order. So under purchase order, you will have what is called edit characteristics. Where it is. Purchase order. Okay, purchase order, release procedure for purchase order. This one, release procedure for purchase order, edit characteristics. First one. Click here. You will get a screen like this. Okay. Now, what you need, if you click here, you will not find anything at the moment. So let us create a document type first. We'll be using the document type for release of purchase. So make it business partner BP underscore document type, doc type. Okay. This is the first thing. You can give another different name also, but to make it easy, BP, your vendor is a business partner. So I'm giving business partner underscore doc type, means document type, and you have to give valid from. So you can say valid from 01/2025. Our financial is on April 2025. Okay. After giving that, what you will do? We'll try to enter. Do you want to create the characteristics? The system will ask you. Yes, I'll create the characteristics. You will get a screen like this. Okay. So what we'll do? First, a basic data tab. In the basic data tab, you have to mention here document type. Okay. Doc type. Document type for PO, purchase order. You can give a suitable document type. Okay. Okay. Now what you have to do? You have to select this single value for single document type release. If the single document type release, you have to select the single value. Okay. For multiple document type release, then you have to select the multiple values. Okay. Now what we'll do? You will go to the next screen, the next tab. Sorry, you will go to the next tab. That is description. What is saying? Choose the data type. It is asking for the data type. What will be the data type? Okay, the data type will be document type. It will be character format. Okay, it will be the character format. So in the data type, you select the character format because it will be in the form of characters. Okay. Okay, and then you have to give the number of characters that you want to put here. Okay, you can make it 10, no problem. Okay, after giving this, then you can move to description. So in the description, you can see document type for PO. Document type for PO. Okay, now you can move to the values. In the values, in the value character field, you give NB. NB, and in the description you give standard PO. NB is for standard PO. STNDAD, standard PO, purchase order. No need to do anything over here. Okay. Now you move on to the next one, restriction tab. Additional data you can check here if you want to give anything additional data. Acha, in the additional data you have to give this one. In the additional data you have to give the table name. The table name will be here. Table name will be table name you have to give CEKKO. It's the table name for characteristic for PO, and the field name will be anything showing here. No objects master selection criteria. Okay. Okay, no problem. We'll give here the field name as BSTART. Okay, you can give a field name BSTRT. Okay, then you move to the restrictions table. Assigned permitted values will be deleted. Do you want to continue? Yes. Data type not supported. Why? Data type is not supported. Why the data type is not supported? CKK 0. Let's see this one. No. Table CKK 0 not available. Why it is not available? Why it is not available? Let me check with the field. /n. If you don't find, okay, go to AC12. Okay. Okay, in AC12 database table. Okay, in the table you give CEKKO display. Yeah, CEKKO. Your characters is 4. We start. Okay, right. Company code. So we are doing with purchase order. So data element B start, PO type. Okay, so the table name will be 4 characters, B start, CEKKO, which is there, but why it is not taking B start character. Order type purchasing. Okay, let's see CEKKO. Let's go back. CEKKO. Does not exist. Remove this. Go to the screen. Structure, type, domain name, data type, field label, the element, attributes, format characteristics. Okay, let me come out of this once again. Let's see edit characteristics, document type, basic data, change number, valid from 01.04, enter, yes, document type PO, character format, number of characters 4. Okay, no required description, type for PO, descriptions, values, NB, description, standard PO, standard PO, additional data, document, and document type, field name, PE, KO, field is okay. Yeah. The asset variable will be deleted to continue. Yes. Yes. Values, additional data. It has taken the additional data now. Actually, I've given V star, V sart. It should be V sart. Okay. We are working with this one, characteristics. Order type purchasing. Okay. Clear on this? Are you clear on this? Hello?
Sir, that B sart is here like predefined, so that's why we are using here, right?
Yes, this is a table actually.
Huh.
Okay. So this is the structure. And under this, you have the component and the field. This is the field actually. So what I did here, I put it V star. That is why it is not taking. Right?
Uh, but why did we use that table name CK, that one?
To create the characteristic. To create characteristic, you need to create the characteristic under the table. Okay.
Okay.
That is why I've taken this. Okay. So document will be PO. Purchase PO. That is document type.
So we have to select that only, the
Yes.
particular which you have
Yes.
mentioned there.
Yes. It is mentioned in the table, no? When you create the characteristics, you have to select purchase order, you have to select this. Other CEKKO. This is the table and
Okay.
this is the field. And the length of the characters is 4. I gave 10, that is why it was given error. And also by here I've given ST, V star ST I have given. That is why it is taking, it is not taking. So when I change it to V star, then it is accepted. Okay.
So for all PRs, when we are doing this release strategy, we have to use this too.
This is one time activity. This is not every time. Okay. This is one time activity. If you go for, if you, this is for an individual release. If you go multiple release, then you can create another one. Okay. So this is for what I have selected here in the basic data. In the basic data, if you go, I have selected exist. In the basic data, what I've selected, single value. Right? I've selected single value. If you go for multiple values, then you have to select this. Okay. You have to give the description, order type, purchasing. Automatic it will take. Description, English, order type, purchasing, values. Here I've given the NB. I don't know what it is taking. It should be standard PO. Okay, now additional data. It is already there. The document is purchasing. Purchasing. Anyway, let's see restrictions. This is not accepting document, but does not exist. So what is the document? Document type PO. No, I think I have to give this one basic data. One second. Description. Remove this one. Basic data. This is description, order type, status. Okay, description. values, additional data, restrictions. Okay, in the restrictions, what you have to do in the restrictions, you have to mention in the restrictions you have to mention, go to the drop down. Okay, if you go to the drop down, what you will find a lot of characteristic error. You can see here release strategy 032 for the release strategy to ensure are used. So if you give 032, then your characteristics will work. Okay, and the class. So there are a lot of options you have to take as per the requirement. For it is 032 for release strategy. Okay, now let us see if we can save it. Okay, so characteristic BP document type save. Remember, when you create the BP, you have to use this is the table and this is the field for order type purchasing. It's already pre-configured. This is from the above direct dictionary. I'm checking this. Okay, from the above dictionary. Okay, so this is how you create the first option, that is characteristics. So
सर हेलो सर, ये टेबल वाला थोड़ा समझ में नहीं आया सर। ये जो टेबल था, ये इससे क्या ले सकते हैं हम लोग?
देखिए, मैंने परचेस ऑर्डर के लिए रिलीज स्ट्रेटजी बना रहा है विद क्लासिफिकेशन, ठीक है। सो कैरेक्टरिस्टिक जो है उसको मेंशन करने होगा ऑन द टेबल एंड फील्ड, ठीक है।
ठीक है, कैरेक्टरिस्टिक में मतलब कि कैरेक्टरिस्टिक में वो करना होगा, मेंशन करना होगा ना?
हाँ, फर्स्ट यू हैव टू क्रिएट ए कैरेक्टरिस्टिक। ये कॉन्फ़िगरेशन में दिया हुआ है, इट्स ऑलरेडी गिवन देयर। फॉर रिलीज प्रोसीजर परचेस ऑर्डर यू हैव टू फर्स्ट एडिट द कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स. Your characteristic to be edited in the table and the field. Table is CEKKO and BSAT is the field. Okay.
Okay.
So I will write it over here. Otherwise, you people will not follow. If you want to check the table, so if you want to check the table, you can use the transaction code to check the table. Remember, huh? This I will give to check the table. To check the table, use the code. No, first I will give the configuration, then otherwise it will create confusion to it. Okay, so characteristics. So for characteristics, don't think that I have mentioned BP underscore doc type. You have to do the same. You can give a different logical name also. Okay, but why I have given it? Because our vendor is our business partner and our purchase order is a document. So it's a document type, and in the criteria I have already mentioned criteria: document type, plant, purchasing organization. Okay, so document type BP underscore doc type, BOCTYPE. This is the characteristic name I have given. Okay. For the characteristics, then valid from. So from which date you want to make it valid, that you have to mention here. Okay, margin center. So our validity is from this document type 04.2025 valid. Then which table we have used? Table name that is CEKKO. It's a table, and the field name you have to mention this one, BSART, BSAT. Okay. After giving all this information, okay, I'm giving you the steps so that you can work it easily. After giving all these things, you enter. Then after you enter, we have to go to the basic data tab. In the basic data tab, what you gave here in the basic data tab? The characteristics. Okay, in the basic data type, description, order type, purchasing. Okay, and status you can see here, in preparation, logged or released. Okay, for this document type. So it is released. So description is order type, purchasing. Basic data type, description, order type, purchasing. Okay, order type, purchasing. Like this you have to mention. Okay, then all under basic data, remember, all under basic data. Status is released. Status released. Then select, you have to select select single value for single document type release. Okay, then Control C, select multiple value for multiple document type release. This is under basic data tab. Okay, now what we did in the then after the basic data tab, in the description, I'm not giving it is simple, it will come automatically. Values, in the values, NV is the character value and the standard PO you see in the video. Additional data, I have given the table name and okay, table name is CEKKO and visa. So in the additional data tab, give table CEKKO and field name visa. Field name visa. Field name by field name ESART. This is for the additional in the additional data we get this, right? Okay, then we have to give basic data, description, values. Okay, in the value table, in the values tab, you provide character value, that is NV. As the case may be, it can be different also, and description standard PO. Description sorry, in the description, so in the description it will be standard PO. Standard PO. Okay, this is in the value tab, and in the restriction tab, center in the restriction tab, you select 02. Zero 32. Why 032? I'm giving a note here also. To ensure that this characteristic to ensure that this these mean characteristics are used only in classes made for purchase order release. So restriction tab we use 03. 032, but since zero is not accepting here, what I will do? Okay, no problem. 03. You have to select 03 to remember. Statement 0. Let's see. Yeah, 032 you have to select to ensure that these characters are accepted. Okay. Clear on this? This is clear?
सर ये हम लोग विद रिस्पेक्ट टू पीओ भी देखने वाले हैं क्या?
Yes.
Okay.
I am talking about PO only at the moment. I'm not talking about purchase acquisition. Okay.
No.
So,
I'm saying that will you show this like how PO like will like in PO how it will look?
That end user level I will come. I have not come to the end user level yet. That is at the end user level, right? At the testing phase. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. No, means I will connect, right? Like how this is like for this reason they have put and they have used this, so that's why I'm asking.
I will come. I have not reached that point. First,
Okay, sir.
Okay. First, let me configure first. Okay. Now, next one is this is for purchase order document. Now you have another characteristics that is purchase order net value. Create. This is document type. Okay. Purchase order. Create characteristics create characteristics for purchase order net value. Order net value. Okay, net value. Create another characteristic for purchase order net value. How to do it? Make it bold. This was for order part is same. Okay. This is for document type. This is for purchase order net value. This is for document type. Insert. Okay. For document type. Bold. So this has been done. Now next is create characteristic purchase order net value. March and center. Control C. Control V. Create characteristics. This character for document type. So this was the characteristic for document type, that is purchase order, and create characteristic for purchase order net value, right? So here we'll copy everything from here. Okay, we'll copy everything from here. Control C, and we will put it over here. So the characteristic for document type here will be using same thing, business partner BP underscore NETVAL, net value. Okay, valid from same day. Table will be using here also CEKKO, but the field will be different. GNETW. This is the field name, this is the table name. Okay, and enter. So let us go back. Let us come out of the screen. Edit. Now remove this one. So we can place this one BP netval. Valid from 01.042025. Enter. We want to create the characteristics? Yes. Okay. So in these characteristics, in the basic data, we will be mentioning the net value, right? So let us go to the table first and check where is net value. So where is the searching option? Let's go down. So if you say plant, then you have to use the plant table, and table is same, the field. So here it is GNETW. It's currency. Correct length is 15. Total net order value. Okay, GNETW. Types. You can see here. Short description: total net order value. Okay, total net order value. So go to the screen, go to the description. Total net order value. Okay, Same thing, you have selected released. Okay, in the basic data, if you select single, then single value, multiple for multiple values. Okay, and then you go to the description. Okay, document type. Document type is currency format. Okay, so number of characters in currency 15 it was given, 15. And what currency? You can give the currency as well. It's INR. Okay, INR. Okay, in the INR. Okay, now go to the this one. Now go to description. You can see automatically it will come total net order value. You don't have to do anything. Go to the values tab. In the values tab, what you mention here? In the values tab, you can mention here character value. You can mention like suppose the PO value is less than 1 lakh. Less than 1 lakh, and sorry, this is more than 1 lakh, and if it is less than or equals to, sorry, less than or equals to
So it will be more than, right? More than 1 lakh.
you want 10 lakhs, I can give. You want, I'll give 10 lakhs.
No. I'm saying the second one you said, right? For that.
What second one? What you are saying? Less than?
No. The sign is more than, right?
This is greater than. This is less than. Less than or equals to 1 lakh. Okay. Default, you don't have to select anything here. And then in the additional data, you have to give document. You can leave that, but you have to give restrictions. In the class type restrictions, what will take? In the restrictions, you can give in the restrictions release strategy 032 additional data. In the additional data, you have to give the table name. Okay, so table name is same CEKKO, and field name is GNETW. So restrictions, I say will be deleted. Yes. So description is perfect. Okay, description is perfect. So select multiple if you want to. For values, you don't take single because there are a lot of peers with the same amount. So multiple values you can select if you have multiple criteria of different range of values. Okay, and restrictions, reference characteristics. Okay. Additional data, values. Whatever the character values gone. You have to give character values. You have to give greater than 1 lakh or less than equals to 1 lakh. Less than equals to 1 lakh. Fantastic. Save it first. Save. Now let us check descriptions. Already exists, no problem. Enter. Let's see basic data. Let's see. Everything is fine. Descriptions fine. Values. Their values. Additional data. Tables are there. Restrictions are there. So everything is fine. Okay. Clear on this? Net value. Any questions? Ask me. No questions. Okay, so let me, this time I will not type, it's taking a long time. Let me take the screenshot of each of this. Okay, so print screen. Okay. See, valid from, it's taking today's date. No problem, it doesn't make any difference. So go to sheet 2, remove this, take it, Control V. Okay. Display characteristics. So Caesar is not here. To take out the Caesar now. Okay. Minimize this. Go to the Excel sheet. Now the Caesar is ready. New. So display character. This is the display characteristics. Copy this one. Fill name. So from here I will remove everything here. Then I put the first photo here, the first one. Then let's have the another one in insert. Save. I think this one. The next one will be description. This is the description. Okay. So everything is same. We will only take this. Let's see. Get the description column. New. The description. Copy. So the description is being pulled. Now move to the next one, next screen. Values. The values. Okay, values. Take a picture of the values now. New. Values. So we'll put the values here. Insert an arrow. Okay. Then we come to additional data. Insert a save. Okay. Now go to screen. Take the additional data. Okay. In the additional data, we'll be taking this part is also there. So I'll take the print screen. Print screen sheet, remove this. Take a screen. Control V, print screen. New. Additional data. Copy. Minimize. Sheet. Present here. Okay. And in the end screen, go to the screen, go to restrictions, release strategy. So take a screenshot of this. European restrictions. Copy, minimize, paste it over here. Insert, share. Okay, so with this, we have mentioned the characters. One is for the document type and one is for the net value. Okay, once this characteristics is over, now we'll be doing the classes. Now the next one is March Center. Creating classes, creating classes and assigning characteristic and assigning SSIGN, assign ING, assigning characteristics. Okay, so this is the next configuration that we have to do. Bold. Okay, the path is same. The next one, same path.
Sir, why we have to create that classes and assigning? Understood that we have to assign the one which we have done now, but what is that classes?
You can see here these all steps are required to configure. So if you go here, you have to mention the class. Class is required because in the class we will mention the data type, description. Okay, all these things need to be mentioned in the class. Okay, when I will do, where you will be mentioning this, you are giving a class name you have to create for release of purchase order. You will see here when I will do this configuration. Okay, so as per the SAP, if you go for release procedure, you have to follow all these steps. Okay, now if you want to see why you should edit class, you can see the document. In this step, you create classes for release procedure for purchase orders. You use a class of group together characteristic that will constitute the release condition. Right? You can go through this note. SAP has given for everything, for everyone, there is a note you can give. Okay. I also give sometimes note because sometimes for a SAP notes are very difficult to digest. So that is why I'm giving along with this the notes. Here we mention the conditions. Okay. To do all this, how it is to be released. Okay. So now click on edit class. Now in this edit class, you'll have to mention the class. What will be the class? If you click here, do you find anything in class? Nothing. Let's see any classes we mentioned. A lot of classes have been mentioned, right? Okay, you can create like this in the class. You can make it business partner, okay, and release procedure, release of purchase order. This is the first one. Okay. Now you will get the class type. So this is the class you are mentioning for. With this class type, you will be mentioning the conditions. The first condition is 02. Release strategy. What will be the release strategy? Okay. Then you have to give what is called create. Click on create. So once you click on create, you have to mention everything. Okay. First a class you have mentioned, then you have the release type. Class type is release strategy 032. Valid from today's date. Now the basic data. In the basic description, what we mention? Release of PO. Release of PO. Okay, then in the status you will find the released. If you have created any group class, we have not created, so it is not showing anything here. Now you move to valid to infinite. Valid starting means today's date. I don't know, system is giving earlier one date, so this is valid. Then same classifier, do not check warning message, check with error, whichever you will select. If there is any problem with the strategy, you will get these messages. So here I am giving do not check. If you want to give warning message, you can give. If you want to check with error, you can select as per your requirement, business requirement. Whatever I have given here is enough. Now move on to the keywords. Okay, in the keywords, you can name your company name, or you can normally write PO release class. Okay, what is your company code? 9501, right? You can mention it, 9501. Go to character. Okay, this is the very important screen, the character. In the character, you have to, what I said, that when you create the class, with the class, you have to mention the characteristics assigned. So what is our first characteristics? Now, if you click here, let's see whether we're able to see any characteristics. Nothing is showing. What was our characteristic name we gave? BP underscore doc type, right? Let's see, it's coming or not. So it is showing now. Okay, this is the first character that you created, BP doc type. What was the characteristics? Right, BP doc type, right?
Doctor.
Spelling is right. Okay, doc type. Okay. Description, you don't have to give anything at the moment. Let me check anything here. What I have to give now. You also give the another one. What I create another one, BP underscore netval, right? Enter. So now you can see this document type. See, all data is being extracted. Order type, purchasing, total order net value, characters. You can see number characters 4 and 15. Okay, decimal places 3. For document there is no currency, but for value there is INR. Okay, clear on this? Now what is this standard? You will to, this is not required, this much is enough. After that you save it. Has been created. So you created the class type. 03 means release strategy for business partner release purchase order. So click here on the release PO, and if you want to see, you can see what you have done. Okay, I will copy each. This is created by me, so my code is showing here. So I will go and same path as our same path as above. Okay, so let me take the screenshot. First screenshot is this one. Green screen. Okay, now we will take the screenshot. Even though I will not able to take the whole thing, so I will make a minimize this first. It will be a bit small. I will make this. And now it will be able to take the whole thing. No, little bit small I have to make this. Okay, now display class. This is the first screen you have to mention here. First one. After define class, you go to insert, go to save. Keywords. This was the keyword. New, and then you click on the keywords. Copy, mention here. This is the keyword I have taken. Next one is when I go for an insert. Okay, and the next screen, characteristics. These are the characters. This you have to enter this, you have to type this, and once you enter, all these things will come. Okay. So characteristics. New. Copy. Nice. And what else we did here? Anything for the text side? No, it's not required. This much is enough. And then we save it. Okay, so this is about the class. So once you create the characteristics, then you mention the class for the release strategy. First, the characteristic you have to create for release strategy, and then you have to create the class for the release strategy. And then you have to assign with each other. Okay, next is let's go back to the screen. This is saved, come out of it. Next is define release procedure for purchase order. Is the next one. Define release procedure for purchase order. The next step. Define release procedures define release procedures for purchase order. Okay, this is the next configuration. Bold, right, save it. Okay, same path to be followed. Same path as above. Now let us go to the screen. First save this. Now go to the screen. Click here. You will get a screen like this. Okay. Here we assign the following elements. The following elements are required. The following elements are required. QUIRE. What are the following elements are required? The following elements are like you need one by one you need. First is release group. Release group. Okay. Then you need this one. Release group, release codes, okay, and you need what is called release indicator, release indicator, then release strategies, and you need this one, workflow, workflow. This you need. So let us go to the screen. First is release groups. So double click on release group. You can see the release group. So what is our release group? Have we created a release group? We haven't created release group. Let us create the release group. How to create it? Go to new entries. You can copy in SAP define or go to new entries. In the release groups, you mention BP. See, nobody has entered this area because this is a very difficult area. So nobody, only what they do, they go to the end user level, it's already there and they release it. But you have to understand the configuration behind it, then only, because the maximum errors and maximum, troubleshooting will be in this area. So you have to very clear about this area. So that is I'm emphasizing on this topic, release strategy. So go to new entries, release group. Let us have a release group at BP, business partner. The object at the moment, you can leave it. Class, we have already created the class, that is BP underscore, BP underscore release PO, REL PO. You can give different name, but that people already given. And PO release. PO release. Description is PO release or release of PO. Release of PO. Okay. Now enter. One entry taken. Okay, 2. By default, 2 has covered. Object system has given it 2. Now you save this. Check the release class. See long text. What is the error? Not taking. Release class is okay. This is no problem. 1 minute. What is the problem? See. So have we created any release group previously? Let's see. We're not taking a release group. Can delete this one. Okay. Previously, have we created a release group in a document? I don't think so. We have created a release group. Release group. Maybe we have created. Before this configuration, release strategy, release code, but not release group. So material group. So let us see if we can create any new entries. If we can take, what is your company name? Tata Motors, right?
So the GEP, sir, worldwide.
GEP worldwide. Okay, GEP worldwide. So we can take GP. Let's see, GP. And what is the class? Class is BP, and here will be PO release. Okay, let's see. Please check release classes. One entry chosen. Okay. Let's see what is the problem is happening. Please check the release classes. We have already mentioned the release class. What is the problem with release class? Let's check here. What is the release class we have taken here? BP underscore RELPO. BP underscore RELPO. Okay, next problem, go back. Let's see. Yeah, it has taken. No problem. GP we have taken as the release group. Okay. But what is for 1 second? Okay, let us go to the next one. We'll come on later on. If we find any problem, let's come out of this first. Yes. The release class is not accepting. What's the error is coming? Let's see. Have you created anything S1, S2? Okay, let us check this one. Remove this one. Delete. New entries. Let's take 01. Okay. Then BP underscore RELPO. PO release. PO release. Enter. And already exit the same key. Enter. Which are release classes. Okay. Let's take X1. X1. One entry chosen. Let's come out of this. Showing here, but not allowed to save. Let's come on. No. Release groups. System is not allowing to create a release group. This is the class it is showing SPO underscore class. Let's see. Let's go back to the screen. The class we have mentioned, what we have mentioned, keywords. Why it is not taking characteristic? It's fine. Edit option. Basic data, class group. Okay, if we mention here Tata Motors, right? T1. Let's see. No, it is not taking anything here. This is saved. Release groups. System is not allowing to create any group. 10. Okay, new entries. Let us make R4. Class is BP underscore RELPO, and then description PO release. PO release. One entry chosen. Please check release classes. What is the problem with release class? Release group that were created for overall release, for one release class only. Let me check whether we have created any release in our system. Release structure. R1 and R2. So this release structure is here. Let me find out. I cannot change. This is the standard one. So let me delete this. Sorry, this is not the one. New entries, yes. Okay, let us, if we don't give the group, let's see. BP underscore RELPO class, and then description PO release. What is the problem with the PO class? One minute. We come out of this. No. No. Edit class. Okay, let us go for edit. Basic data. Do not check keywords. Characteristics. Text we don't mention again. BP underscore. It's exactly same. Why it is giving error? BP underscore RELPO released. Last type as we take a release strategy 032. Okay, can we continue tomorrow? Today it's already 10:30, right? We'll continue tomorrow. Okay.
Okay, sir.
We have to create this one. Something is wrong with there, but it's all too late. 10:30. So we will continue tomorrow with this one. This one. Define release procedure purchase order. Something wrong with the release group. Maybe we have created this release strategy. This is being there taken. Anyway, we'll continue from next tomorrow. Okay, from this point. We'll mark it here. Mark rate. Whatever I have done till now is clear to all of you.
Sir, it is a bit confusing for me actually.
It will be confusing initially. It will
Because
be
I'm not
confusing.
understanding like why we are using that. I don't know. I'm not understanding actually.
Okay, you will understand when I'll go for the practical one. Okay.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Okay.
Apart from anybody else who did not understand, Paramjit.
Understand a little bit.
Okay,
We
and
have
Milan.
I was
Sorry, your voice is breaking. So don't worry about it. You have to. This is the toughest part, release strategy. So lot of things will be bounce from your head. No problem. If in first 2-3 days it will be problem for you. After that you will be able to understand. Okay. So, and Milan, is it okay to you? Any questions? Because Purnita did not understand. Some problem with Paramjit and Milan.
सर मुझे मतलब सर मुझे एक और बार वीडियो देख के देखना पड़ेगा अच्छे से सर फिर बताऊंगा.
हाँ, वीडियो देखिए क्योंकि ये रिलीज स्ट्रेटजी इज वेरी टफ टॉपिक, राइट, एंड लिटिल बिट कंफ्यूजिंग आल्सो. क्योंकि ये जो एरिया है रिलीज एरिया विल गिव यू ट्रबल. व्हाट ट्रबल गिव? बिकॉज मैक्सिमम issues will be coming in this area. Means the client will be saying, I am not able to release my PO, I am not able to release my PR. So a lot of things will be coming. So this topic is very important, right? So that is why I'm giving much deeper into it. Okay. And also I'm showing you the table. So remember to enter the table. I've not mentioned the code for the table. To check the table, it is transaction code. What is that? Did I mention here the
No,
table?
sir.
I will mention, no? Any areas I mentioned it, the table? I'm not mentioned, no? So the table is, okay. To check the table, in above directory, you use the transaction code. P code will be AC10. Okay. AC, not AC10, it will be SE12. Okay. So simply you go to the screen and you type /n SE12 and you will land up in the screen CKKO and you enter, or if you don't find anything, you go to display. You'll be able to see the tables, right? So these are the tables and this is the description for company code. Anything, see, length of the company code is 4 characters, right? If you want to change anything, so you have to change the characters, right? So this is the table. Don't change any. If you can see the table, that don't make any changes in the table. Standard form. Though I have solid display mode, but you can, there's an option to change, but these are the standard. Don't disturb the standards. You can go and check here. You go and check in display mode. You'll able to see. We are doing this one, purchase order, okay? And we're doing with this one. This one. GNATW currency, that is total net order value. Okay. So I'll close for today. Tomorrow we'll continue from this point where we got stuck. Okay. Good night. Thanks for joining and good night.
Good night, sir.
Okay. Good night.